Are you coachable? Does it matter? In this week's video, I'm going to share with you 5 essentials for being coachable and why it's important. And as your Thrival guide, one reason it's important is you will never thrive without being coachable. The first essential for being coachable is being excited to learn. Excited to increase your self-awareness and understand what's driving your behavior, what beliefs and thoughts that you have. Encouraging other people's feedback so that you know how they experience your work and your approach. You're open to learning new approaches, new processes to make improvements. You're not someone who has to have all the answers, which means that you're a good listener too, because you can't learn without listening. And you also understand that when failure happens, because it's inevitable, it's a great opportunity to learn and improve. So the first essential is to be excited to learn. As Michael Jordan said, my best skill was that I was coachable. I was a sponge and aggressive to learn. The second essential is to be open to sharing. Open to sharing your thoughts and your feelings, even if it's not the most flattering side of you. And that's why one of the biggest jobs of a coach is to create an emotionally safe environment, a place that's confidential, where you can be open and honest. It requires some vulnerability to get from where you are to where you want to be. Essential number 3 is believing that you can create change. You have to have some optimism about you to be coachable, to know that you have the power to create change for yourself, in your relationships, your team members' outcomes, achieving the mission, that you believe that things can improve and that you personally can have an impact on that. Essential number 4 for being coachable is being willing to get uncomfortable. Taking new approaches with your team members, or trying to shift your habits, or change your thoughts and change your energy is going to be uncomfortable. It's not what you're used to. But you can't achieve your goals and you can't be coachable unless you're willing to be uncomfortable. The 5th one is being willing to take daily action, because it takes commitment, daily practices, and daily work to accomplish new goals or to create change. So you have to understand your why too, and you can work on that with your coach, but understand what's motivating you. Are you tired of being stuck? Are you tired of having the same goals and not achieving them? Are you tired of the lack of trust amongst your team members? Are you tired of beating yourself up for not achieving what it is that you want for yourself? Whatever it is for you, identify your why. Let it motivate you, because you're going to need to take the action and stay motivated and stay committed. Prioritize these daily actions in order to achieve what you want for yourself. That's critical to being coachable. Joseph Falkman and some of his colleagues did some research with 50,000 leaders and the relationship between leadership effectiveness and coachability. Leaders were assessed on their coachability and the perception of their overall leadership effectiveness based on 46 behaviors. And they found that those who were rated as being the least coachable had an overall leadership effectiveness rating at the 11th percentile, while those who were the most coachable averaged in the 92nd percentile. Leadership IQ, which is a global leadership training and research company, conducted a 3-year study with over 5,200 hiring managers, and they identified the top 5 reasons that new hires fail. They found that the top reason that new hires failed, whether they were terminated or they left under pressure or received some disciplinary action, it was because of coachability. They didn't have the ability to accept and implement feedback from bosses, colleagues, customers, and others. In addition to those statistics, it's just common sense to want your managers and your team members to be coachable. Those are the ones who are excited to learn, who encourage feedback, who take action on what they learn, who have some confidence about the future, who are willing to be uncomfortable. And those are the ones who thrive. I'm Morgan Quist. I'm your Thrival Guide, and I partner with leaders and organizations to shift from surviving to thriving in their careers. I encourage you to follow me on LinkedIn or subscribe to my YouTube channel for weekly roadmaps on how to thrive. Feel free to leave any questions or comments below this video, and I look forward to seeing you next time.